This is going to be madness.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
And you know, what better way to celebrate Easter than with madness?
Judas did shit.
Yep.
You don't think it was madness when Jesus was crucified?
All right. Are you going to do the intro? I don't think it's this kind of madness, though.
I mean, yeah.
it might have been.
I guess that was madness.
Keep that in, by the way.
Judas was like, running around.
Judas wasn't there.
That was madness. Okay.
Nah, he was hanging.
Judas was there.
Yeah,
He hung himself.
He killed
Not
himself.
when he was crucified.
Oh,
He
all
committed
right.
suicide.
When he came back. Or
Yes,
No.
he did.
Afterwards.
We gotta.
No.
Someone's got to bring out a Bible.
We should know this. We all went to Catholic
Wait,
school.
what was the question?
And everything they taught us in Catholic school was correct.
Judas left and then killed himself.
After he was crucified.
Judas wasn't
I think
crucified.
it was right around the same time.
Same time.
From the dead.
Yes.
Is that magic?
Jesus Christ is risen
Jesus
today.
is magic.
You know what else is magic?
This intro.
Family.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Middle Aging Podcast. We are up to episode 8. Is that right?
That is
Eight.
8, yes.
8.
Lucky number 8.
And
Lucky
this
number
is
8.
a very special episode because we are sitting in our parents' dining room.
Yes.
We're on location.
surrounded
On
by
location.
4 or 5 people.
Yeah, the family.
First live studio audience.
First live studio oven. So
That's
it's going to
right.
get spicy.
It is going to be spicy.
Um,
And
Mom,
it's-
you can turn on the water now.
Okay. And
Thank
it's
you.
Easter.
Sorry, my mother was washing dishes.
Happy
Yeah.
Easter.
Yep, happy Easter to all.
Happy Easter.
Jesus is risen.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we thought today would be kind of an interesting episode because we've constantly been talking about our family.
Yep.
So we thought we'd bring you to ground zero at an actual family dinner. We got some guests here. Caitlin, who also likes to be known as our cousin Joanne.
Yeah.
Caitlin is the youngest of the Velon crew. Caitlin, would you like to say hello?
Nope.
She does not want to
doesn't.
say
She does
hello right
not
now.
want to say hello.
Also,
She
if
doesn't
you're,
want to do. She's
yeah.
being a brat.
If you're
That's what she's
expecting a
doing.
video on this, it would be too crazy.
Yeah, we
so we'll
decided
just
no video this
audio-
time, guys. Just audio.
only.
So
We're
you just have
trying
to think about what you think they look like in
Right.
your mind.
Mhm. We're trying to protect people. But at the dinner table, we have our mother and our father. Our mother's washing dishes. Our father is wearing a bunny hat. So our sister Caitlin is here with her fiance Kevin, who will become a part of our family in 2 months.
Less than 2 months.
Less than 2 months.
Wow, that's
41
wild.
days.
And then
Almost
next
like
to me-
the length of Lent.
I'm going to be a
Yeah.
Bella.
She's going to be a Velon, yes. And then next to me on my right is my beautiful wife, Ashley. Say hello, Ashley.
Hello.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
That's
All
it.
right.
Here
We'll
we
catch
are.
you guys next week.
That's it.
We
Good night,
also have
folks.
Sarah here. Sarah's
Our
Chris's
Sarah-
fiance, and
yeah.
she's the babysitter.
She's the babysitter, but she's
Grayson.
taking care of me and Ashley's child. We're very responsible. We put our pawned our child off on somebody else.
Yeah.
Well, not a stranger.
Not a stranger.
Okay.
That's right. And you know, we constantly like to include family. Family's a big part of our podcast, so we thought, what better way to have you guys experience family? Some of our family members that are listening have actually eaten dinner with us, so this will be very familiar to them. But for other people, this will not be.
Well, we had people asking about the big family dynamic.
That's right. So you're gonna see it. We're gonna bring you. Oh, Michelle, you can't see this, but Michelle seems to be in some sort of distress. Michelle,
What just happened?
cut to
Sorry.
Michelle.
We got our second vaccine on Friday.
Oh, we
me and
did.
you.
Yeah, we're fully
And for
vaccinated.
some reason, I felt okay, but my muscle keeps seizing.
All right. So that's a shame that you can't see the video because she looks awkward right now. She looks pretty awkward.
Yeah, so I didn't really prepare anything for today.
That's okay. I actually prepared some stuff.
Okay, what do you got?
So I think I'm gonna kind of run with it. So I think this first question, not really a question, but more of a statement. No, it's a question.
Okay.
Is going to be for my parents. So Dad, could you grab the mic?
He looks thrilled.
I would ask my mother, but she's still washing dishes.
Actually, Dad said he won't speak unless he's spoken to.
There's,
Well,
there's
aren't we
a-
speaking to him?
Yeah,
Not
we're speaking.
yet.
That was Caitlin, folks, or Joanne to some people.
What would Joanne sound like?
What do you mean?
Does
If
Joanne
we
have a
had
different
yeah,
voice?
cousin
What's
Jo. If we
Joanne's
had a
voice?
cousin Joanne.
Talk to Joanne.
Hey,
Hey,
Joanne.
Joanne,
Hey,
how's
Joanne,
it
what's
going?
up?
Oh my God! Hello,
Joanne.
It's
Joanne
been so
sounds-
long.
Wow, Joanne's was she from Long Island?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Joanne.
Joanne.
Can we see Caitlin for a second?
Hey.
Oh, Hey, Caitlin, can you give the mic to Dad?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. I hope so. I've been talking.
Hello, Dad.
Big
You
Mike.
might
Hello.
recognize him
Yes.
from one of our earlier episodes. He's a returning favorite. Yes, he's back.
Yes, I am.
His wife, my mother, will be here soon. She's still washing dishes. I just had to say, Mom, you can
Yes.
put on the trash compactor. Yes. You're
We
going to hear
probably
a
should have
loud
waited
noise.
until after cleanup.
You might hear a loud noise. Sorry
Oh
about
my
that.
God.
Hey, you wanted the family dinner. This is the family dinner.
Who wanted it? You.
I think
You.
it's interesting. Everyone who's listening to this, you're gonna please come on. This is interesting stuff. So,
All right. So what's your question for Dad?
here's my question: Did you? I think this is a good question. So obviously, prior to getting married, you and Mom talked about having children.
Correct.
Did you?
That's all we did. Just talk about it.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
Very
weird.
good.
That was
Well,
actually
it was,
All right.
70s. There was
Okay.
no premarital sex.
there. You
Okay.
go. Right.
Right.
No one
Thank
was having sex before marriage.
Not
in
that
the
I know
70s.
of.
Not that you
Jason
knew.
closes
No one you
his
know.
eyes
that
like in
you're
his-
aware of.
No one I knew.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
No one you know.
All right. Let's backtrack.
My question is:
What a saint.
Would you have ever imagined you would have had as many children as you did?
Yes.
So you were looking like
I was looking for kids everywhere.
Were you trying
Schoolyard.
to steal them?
God.
You know,
Dad,
the
no,
zoo.
no, don't. That's
The
not
zoo's a
true.
good place.
Well,
That's not true.
sounds creepy.
It's not true.
So from the get go, you always saw yourself. Get go.
Oh, yes.
You saw yourself with a lot of children,
Let's
I
bring
did.
back Joanne.
Well,
Really?
I come from a family with 5 kids, so.
but you have more than 5.
Well, yeah, I had to beat my parents.
Oh, okay. Actually, both of you come from a family of 5.
Like
do.
physically?
No.
We're learning a lot about
Yeah.
Dad. He stalked little children and he beat his parents.
Oh God.
I had the 6th kid, and I beat the hell out of my mother. Yeah. There you go, Annabelle.
Good night,
Or
folks.
should I say her real name?
That is her
There you
real
go,
name.
Clara. Oh.
Oh.
It's up to you, right? She can't get mad about it.
Yeah, no. God bless her soul. God bless her.
Okay.
So the big family that you actually got was what you were always reaching for.
Now, are you?
Yeah,
are-
actually, if I don't think I'm speaking out of turn, but Miriam probably would have wanted more.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
So was there
She's
ever
a
like an
crazy
end
person.
like number, or were you just gonna go for the goal until you
100.
couldn't go anymore?
Well, I guess we were going to have them until the oven got cold, and that would have been it.
And there it is.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Well, that's a good statement.
Circle of life, man.
Circle of life.
All right.
Yeah. the
Okay.
Lord's hand.
Left in the
Left in
Lord's hand.
which is very apropos.
You know,
on
if
today.
she really wanted more children, she would have just let you move on to someone else after that.
Yeah, that's
Or-
true. Because
or
you were
adopted.
That's right. Or adopted.
Adopted.
Oh yeah, I guess adopt.
Would you guys have ever looked into adopting?
I don't think we did.
We did that once.
talked about it.
Remember that one summer we had?
It must have been one of those nights I was sleeping.
Oh.
Really? Taking
Like
a
a
kid or
foster.
adopting a kid?
Dad's stealing the kids again. Wait, but remember that one summer we had the exchange student or the kid from Ireland?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's an interesting story.
Yeah.
Seamus.
No.
No,
that wasn't his name.
Brian.
Brian.
Yeah. Brian.
Seamus.
Yeah.
Seamus, you can't
His
believe.
No.
dad's name was Seamus.
No, is that real?
I don't know if
Mom
we have his
says it.
permission to use his name. No, I'm just kidding.
Right, Mom?
Yeah, I don't.
What? No,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
It's fine. So yeah, one summer, it was a summer.
It was a summer.
You
To
guys
remember.
decided
Summer
to adopt
42.
a child from Ireland
Not
with
adopt.
not
us.
adopt, just
Sponsor.
Sponsor.
It was through the church.
Right.
And we sponsored a kid from Ireland
We went to
who,
shake the
if
president
memory
as a
serves
kid.
me, for the first week, nobody knew what he was saying.
That's
No, I don't know.
true. No, I couldn't understand a word he said.
I could
It
understand
was
him.
I
English, but
didn't.
it was,
Remember we were
He
playing
had a
basketball?
brogue.
Well, right. He was playing. We were playing basketball, and we didn't know what he was saying. And him and Michael, our oldest brother, didn't get along very well.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
But I don't know, Michael and
I think he kept calling
Right.
Michael a fucking idiot.
No.
I think Mike.
Like
I
a
think,
fucking idiot.
you know what I think?
Wow.
I know what the problem was.
Wow.
I think Michael expected him to come and be kind of grateful for what we were offering him, and I don't think he was. I think he always had like a chip on his shoulder that he
See,
didn't have.
I
this.
disagree with you.
Okay,
I
well,
think
that's
Michael had a
magical.
problem with him because Michael was the oldest, and now this kid was older than he was, and he
But,
didn't like it.
but he didn't have any say. Well,
Right, because Michael
obviously it
Michael
wasn't
never had
Michael.
We
problems.
can't hear what she's saying.
Right.
Yeah.
She said something.
Mom,
you gotta
sweetie,
come to the mic
you
if
gotta
you
come
want
to
to
the
be
mic,
heard.
sweetheart.
Otherwise, you're
Ladies
nothing.
and gentlemen, Marianne still
No,
cleaning
she's
dishes.
not coming. She's not coming.
Ashley. Ashley. Well,
You said her
I've been
last
saying
name.
names. Yeah,
Her
it's
last
fine.
name.
Sorry.
You're a fucking
Jason.
idiot.
Okay. Don't worry.
You said our last name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Just
you're really
bleep it
bad
out.
at that.
I'm
no,
bad.
but I think that's
I'm
part
bad
of,
at
I think
it.
that's part of it. A lot.
Say hello again, Ashley.
Hello.
It sounds like we're in a bar right now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a family
This is
dinner.
just our
Sometimes they do
house.
podcasts and TV show. Or not TV. What is this? Radio.
Is this picking up me?
Probably a little bit, yeah.
No, I don't need it.
So yeah. So okay. Any other questions for Dad? Or what other questions?
You said you came prepared.
Am I allowed
Was
to
that
say
it?
anything?
Oh.
Yes, you are.
What do you
Yeah,
want
I
to
mean,
say? Don't
you're
don't
like, I'm not
go
gonna
on your
speak
rant
unless
like last
spoken
time.
to.
No. I just want to say something to all the fans of the podcast.
Okay.
Oh God.
What would
All
that
my
be?
personal fans. I'm big in the real estate community.
You are right. That's right. That's right.
I don't.
I just
Really?
want to announce that as of 5:30 this morning, I've been woke.
Get out.
And as of, would you say 8:30 tonight, honey?
He's been asleep.
In my chair, I will become unwoke. And then
Wow.
about 4:30 tomorrow, when I have to get up and pee, I'll be woke again. So, just wanted to say that.
He really.
Thank you.
I don't know
That's-
why he has to cause trouble.
That's
If he
marvelous.
got any older, he'd turn into dust.
Well, I think so. If anyone wants to talk to him, he'll be woke at 4:30 in the morning tomorrow. Just so anyone wants to pick that up.
You get up at 4:30?
I gotta pee.
For those
Okay.
of you who know his father, you'll know that
None
he
of them
acts a lot
do.
like him.
I don't think any of the fans of this podcast will know.
Our
his-
cousins.
Maybe that kid
Oh,
from
all right.
Australia.
Yeah, maybe the kid from
Fucking
Australia.
idiot.
Okay. So let's give the mic to Katie
Is he
or
turning it off?
Joanne, Caitlin, and this is for you and Kevin. So
Oh, Kevin's.
Oh,
You guys-
He's getting on.
you guys are
It's on.
getting married in a couple months. How do you feel about that?
Good.
It sounds it.
I'm just excited for the money and the gifts.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Not about the marriage part.
That's
The,
beautiful.
the honeymoon's cool too.
Okay.
So seriously, is there any sort of how has planning a wedding been for you guys?
Pretty simple.
You
We
think?
got most of our wedding planning stuff done. Well, somebody's controlling my mic, so please.
It's 2021.
You
You don't
can't
let
control
no
it,
man
Kevin.
control your mic.
Anyways, the wedding planning has not been as easy as everyone says it
Oh.
is. I think it's actually
You've done none of it.
that's not true at all.
Who
I
says
had to
wedding
pick
planning
out-
is easy?
I said
She
it's
just
pretty
did. She said it's been pretty easy.
I think I've had to see my therapist more in the
No,
last
you've lessened it.
year. And
Kevin's-
I think I've upped all my medications because of
All right.
wedding
All
planning.
right.
Are we catching him in lies?
And
All right. Ooh.
No, this
What's he
is-
talking about? Like Flintstone veggies? What kind of medication?
I started
Do you mean Do you mean vitamins?
I meant gummies.
I
Okay.
By the
started
way,
upping
our
all
brother
my
Christopher has seizures throughout this podcast. Go ahead, Kevin. I'm sorry.
I started to up my Flintstone intake from 1 to 2 a day.
Bam Bam. No, a Bam Bam.
No, wedding planning has been fine. Michelle's been really great and helpful.
That's right.
Oh
Michelle
my
planned it.
God.
Shout out to Michelle Vellon Events.
That's me.
Shout out to Michelle Vellon Events.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Caitlin's been great. I think the most stressful thing has been money.
Yeah.
Weddings are a racket.
Yeah.
Marianne's yelling at me from the
Yeah,
kitchen.
that's all
She's
she does.
still
She just
doing
yells.
dishes.
She wants a
still doing
shout out
dishes.
too. Give her a shout out.
That's the family dinner. My mother just does the dishes.
But I think Mike and I are in unison by saying weddings are a racket. It's a joke.
All right. All right. Some of us make our living on it. Shut the mic off. Cut him off.
yeah.
Na, 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 na.
But no, it's been pretty cool. Get to pick out a suit. And
Awesome.
a tie
Yeah.
and cool socks.
Yeah. I gotta figure out
Do
my
you mind
suit.
passing that to Ashley?
No.
So,
Does she want to be
that's
on
all
it?
you needed
You
from
gotta ask her.
Thank you.
Ashley, would you like
Shout
to
out
be on the
Application.
podcast?
He's just taking over this podcast.
We have recently planned our wedding, so we were the
We
last
can
wedding in
go
this
up. We
family.
can just leave.
I could unplug
Does
him.
some of the things that Kevin and Caitlin
Unplug
are
'em.
saying, do you echo those statements?
I too went to therapy.
So is it weddings or just marrying into their family?
I think
what do you
it's
think
you.
it is?
You, Jason.
So it's me.
That's why Kevin
So
goes.
Kevin had to up all of his
Stressful.
medications
I
because
feel
of
like
Jason.
it brings out like it brings out things with your own family that you have to deal with.
Walk me through that. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Just like, you know.
You have to please them. Or, like, if your parents are divorced, like mine, and
Yeah.
it's like one person said they'd help
Yeah.
pay, and the other person said they'd help pay, but then it's like, oh, your father should be doing this, and your mother should be doing this, and
That's
yada,
right.
yada, and...
Yeah, I went into that a lot when I plan weddings, where it's, I usually try to tell the parents, like, especially if it's a divorce, like, you know what, you have your issues, but you loved each other enough to have this kid, so you have to deal
Kinda
with it. But
rally
some people don't.
and
Some
pull
people
yourself
do
together, yeah.
put the child in the middle, which does become very hard.
Yeah.
Though, I mean, an afterthought, I think that on the day, so after
were
everything was
great.
done, everyone was awesome.
It was the planning of things, and we have to invite X number of people. How many is your dad gonna invite? And
Yeah.
then things start coming up. They start feeling like their own insecurities start coming up.
Got
then
it.
You have to deal with.
So, to Kevin and Ashley, and I would ask my future sister-in-law Sarah, but she's holding my sleeping child, so I don't want to interrupt her.
Man, she's good at
Way
putting
to
that
go,
baby to sleep.
Sarah.
Is there
Yes.
any sort of feelings of overwhelm? Were you guys overwhelmed, or are you overwhelmed marrying into a larger family?
Oh,
Was there any moment where you felt overwhelmed?
No.
You didn't feel overwhelmed. Kevin, what about you? Did you ever at any moment feel or felt overwhelmed by marrying into a larger family?
well, he's
Okay.
close. He
Joanne.
can't say no now.
No.
We'll
Please.
kill him.
Actually, you can still say no.
I'm taking Caitlin to the Girton side, and she's
Oh, that's right. You're changing. This is interesting because you're the first person that's marrying in this family who's changing last name. Right.
I'm stealing her.
He is the first
What
girl.
about Sarah? Do you just want to answer that? Have you felt so far overwhelmed, being a part of this larger family?
Yeah. No.
Side note, can we talk about how all of you have either are engaged or
Watch it.
married to
Careful.
people, significant others with smaller families,
Yeah, that is interesting.
like across the board?
I think it's mostly twos or ones.
Twos or ones.
Yeah.
But Sarah's a 3.
Right, because we're
weird
weird,
ones.
so it's harder to find bigger families.
No, but I bring that up for Katie's wedding. Part of my speech is that because when she told us about when they told us about her being pregnant with Katie, my brother, there was some anger because it just was not normal. There was one family that had 9 kids, right, and that was weird. And so we were like, we don't want to be the weird family because most of the people had 2 siblings, maybe 3. Some of them were divorced. Like that was the norm in the 90s.
And also, just as we continue on this podcast, let me just say there will be noise, there will be chaos, but that's sort of the whole point of this episode, guys, is we wanted to create a feeling to kind of literally invite you to a family dinner.
That's why I said it sounded like a bar.
Yeah, where people are talking and stuff, so if you can't understand or something feels strange or you're hearing a loud noise from off in the distance, that's the point. So
If we make you feel strange, it's normal.
if we make you feel strange, that's normal. Welcome to dinner. Okay,
Yep.
that's
Mom keeps yelling from
that's
out.
interesting. That's a
She
really
said,
good point,
"Welcome
Ashley.
to the Vela family."
Good
And
job, Ashley.
I think it's important to kind of
You're hired.
you're hired. You're in. You're
We'll
in.
see you later, Jay.
All right. Good night,
Me
folks.
and Ashley are going to do it now.
I'm just saying, I think it's interesting.
It is interesting. But have you found that okay, so let me go with this. So
I'll see you later.
so I have
No, Michelle's here. Michelle's here.
this I was married before and my ex-wife did not like being a part of a large family. You do. So what do you think the reason for that is?
Do you like that he always brings up his ex-wife?
I think she's a crazy bee.
I don't always bring up my ex-wife.
Crazy bee.
I'm bringing this up for the reason of the conversation.
He talks about her a lot.
Conversation.
Can you answer the question?
That's going
I'm
to pick
sorry,
up
I
that laugh,
wasn't paying
probably.
attention. I'm too distracted.
Okay.
Why do
Say
you
it again.
think his ex-wife didn't like us?
No,
Oh.
that's not what I'm asking.
No, she didn't
You
like
know
me.
what, though? I think that's a loaded question. I think she doesn't like herself.
Damn, that's what I
Oh,
say
we're
too.
getting real. We're getting
But
real.
that-
We're getting real. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Okay.
That would explain a lot of things.
Okay, but that's not what we're talking about.
No,
I
this is good.
probably
Keep it
wouldn't
going.
like
Keep
that
it
hair
going.
color either.
No, this is
Oh.
Just like a hobo.
I'm gonna turn off Michelle and Mike's mic. You two work this out. We'll keep it going.
Hobo.
What I'm talking about is, as compared to the way she viewed a larger family, you are the polar opposite. Why do you think that is, in your opinion?
I have an opinion. A little one. I think Ashley tends to be, she's an outgoing personality. For an only child, and again, nothing against only children. I don't trust them usually.
I don't either.
I
That's a
think
good point. I don't either.
She's definitely like outgoing. Like she doesn't act like an only child.
She doesn't. She's not spoiled.
So I feel like she always wanted to have
I don't know about
siblings,
that
and
one.
I think this is her kind of her chance. Oh, Kevin thinks
She's
she acts
a
like
little
an only
spoiled.
child.
Well, and I also think that you didn't like being. Did you enjoy being an only child?
Nope.
Never.
No.
Ooh, those
never.
Rice Krispie treats here.
It's
taste
funny
like
though because
bunnies
you
and
got to
chicks
you
and
got to
tulips.
travel the world because you were an only child.
I mean, that's an interesting. It's an interesting perspective because the grass is always greener.
Interesting.
Sarah's got something
Sarah's
to say.
gonna say
Sarah, what
something.
you got to say?
So, in your first marriage, were you ever worried that you were marrying someone that didn't get along with their family or didn't like a big family?
Love that question.
That's a good question. Okay, so I think that it was never evident to me that my ex-wife disliked my family. I never really viewed it that way. I honestly thought that the fault lied in members of my family, which I was wrong, because
Look at this
And-
face.
Son of
How
a
could it be my fault?
bitch.
and also, quite frankly, it wasn't necessarily.
What?
Because obviously when you're your significant other, you're going to take the side of your significant other, which you should. It's like if someone disagreed with Ashley and I would always take Ashley's side, and then we get in the car on the way home and I'd say, listen, I think you're wrong, in private. I've always kind of done
Sarah's
that.
has
Go
another
ahead, Sarah, you
question.
have
Hold
something
on. I
else.
feel
I
like
do
I'm
that.
like at a talk show.
Yeah,
Hold
go
on.
ahead.
Let me
I
give
do
the
that
mic
all
to
the time.
Sarah.
Okay, chaos show.
There are Rice Krispies.
So, when you met Ashley and you guys were getting serious, obviously she loves a big family. Obviously, we love her. Was it ever a concern to you that you would marry someone again that didn't like a big family?
It's funny that you brought that up.
Sarah said she wasn't going to say anything, but she's.
I know,
really
she's
hard hitting
brilliant.
She's
I
so
love it.
smart.
Question,
It's so
Sarah.
beautiful.
And she's holding a
so
baby,
perfect.
It's like
everyone.
I'm in
So
Sally Jesse
God,
Raphael.
she's amazing.
Someone-
And she
yeah,
has a
she
baby
put the
in her
baby to sleep.
hands. She's got
Um,
white pants on. She looks great.
She does look great.
Best dressed.
I honestly, when I met Ashley, I wasn't looking. I didn't think I was going to get married again. When I met Ashley, it was never really.
You just thought it was like a side squeeze.
No, that's not what.
I thought it was a side squeeze.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, at any rate,
And Sarah's holding that side squeeze.
and that's what happens, folks. Safe sex. No, basically, the first time.
Gary,
There's been a
don't
lot of
listen.
wine tonight, guys. The first time I introduced Ashley to my family was at a restaurant, Hula Hands.
Oh.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Joe
We
and-
had to
no.
wait for a long
Yeah,
time
that's
for her.
when he who will not be named
Right.
and she who will not
The
be
other
named.
brother,
Mom, I'm doing
Cletus. Sorry, our mother needs Michelle
She's
to
still
move
setting
plates
the
to
table.
put a cake down.
I feel like I'm a child.
Michelle just said, "Mom, I'm doing a podcast." That literally just happened. By the way, Michelle's had 4 Kahlúas and creams, so
Mike.
this is gold, everyone.
Oh, that smells delicious. You can smell it.
Yeah.
Keep
So
that.
we're just serving dessert as we do this. I thought we'd wait a little bit.
No,
but
we're
we're
going
just gonna
right
have
in.
dessert. No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
All right, we're getting crazy.
Her reaction to my family the first time solidified the fact that if I did want to marry her, that she would adapt very well. I think she did really well the first time. What did you guys think the first time you met her?
She was very late.
She was?
came for like dessert.
Well,
Oh,
here's the
why
thing.
was that?
I think
I
it's
was
your fault.
told to
Yeah.
come for dessert.
Yeah.
you
yeah.
son
I don't
of
think
a-
she was late. I think you told her.
I did.
It was,
I
it
told
was
her.
Joe and Mackie's going away dinner, and that
Yeah,
was kind of weird
yeah,
to be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, bye, Joe and Mackie."
Well, okay. In all fairness, months before me and Ashley got together, there also was another female who
Came
kind
to-
of
yeah,
got really serious really quick.
Ashley really likes that one.
She came to our
All
dead
right.
brother's celebratory
Giddy up.
birthday.
Well, I'm just saying
And
it was
brought
just
our
a little
brother
more.
a gift.
It was just a little more intense than I was ready for.
No, I always blame Jason.
oh
All right.
God.
Yep. I think we should go somewhere else. I mean, not leave.
We're gonna go somewhere else.
do you mean?
We're gonna move on from that subject.
Divert.
We're gonna divert. But at any rate,
I feel like I'm not really a part of this.
but that's what I was saying. So that's why I was
I'm
a little
like the
hesitant.
I don't feel a part of this either. Jason's just been
Yeah.
hosting the
I know.
whole time.
It's like,
Well, I'm really the only one with questions. So,
but I
You're-
thought we were
yeah,
having
you're
a
right.
thing, like we were just
all right,
talking.
go then, go. Jesus
Do you have any other questions?
has risen.
Any other questions?
No, I'm good. What's your question?
I don't have questions.
Come on, polka dots. What's your question?
Okay, plaid. What? We're just naming things.
If you're wondering, they're both wearing plaids and polka dots. No, I mean, you know.
No,
Good
I
week.
think these are good questions. I often wonder with the big family because we can be a little much.
Yeah.
Which is
Not
clearly
so
evident
much
from
me,
this
but
podcast.
Others.
I want to give Dad the
Oh,
mic
me too.
again,
Kevin
to
says
be
no.
honest.
What do you have to say, Ashley? Real quick.
I want you to be on mic again.
Relate it to all of these like
Yeah.
television show families that you know of. Like it's kind of just like it.
If
You know,
you
it's
could,
like if you were to go
Oh,
to
I got a
Italy and it's
question.
like everything looks like the pictures. If you come into a big family, it's kind of as how you.
So
see
you mean
on
like
TV.
shows like Parenthood or Brothers and
Yeah.
Sisters? Or
which
stuff like that?
television family do we most
Oh,
resemble?
I like this question.
Oh, this is a good one. Oh, I think we all should answer.
All right.
But I think outside the family.
Which
should answer.
television show do we think we are the most like?
Television family.
No.
Give Michelle, give Dad the
Oh,
mic.
I'm sorry, Dad. Yeah, I mean, come on.
There's a
put my
communal
hands out.
mic. Come on. Thank you, Kevin.
I would pick the Munsters.
All right.
He's so
Mom,
funny.
Do you have an answer?
Yeah, Mom.
Okay.
Okay, she's taking
My
a
mother's
minute.
thinking she is done with the dishes, everyone.
Caitlin, do you have anyone else?
I would probably say the families in Desperate Housewives.
Oh.
They kill each other.
Very, very dramatic, but also very amusing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
By the way, I love Kevin's podcast voice.
Yeah,
He's
I
very
love it.
nice, very
This is
professional.
Nice.
Joanne, what do you have to say?
You have to do it in your Joanne voice.
Oh my god. Well, mine's not really a family.
Okay.
Because I jokingly said friends.
You think we're friends?
No. Well, yeah.
Yeah, you're
sure.
right.
We could be friends.
We are friends.
But I mean, like, I think the relationships between the characters and friends are more how I see
Okay,
the
so-
relationship. Let me finish.
I was going to say elaborate.
Oh,
I was elaborating.
sorry.
Wow.
She interrupted me.
Sister
Oh,
fight, sister
Yikes.
fight, sister
So
fight.
yeah, I would say more of the friends characters versus a family.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, in all fairness, do you think we all fit into the mold of those friends' characters?
That's literally what I just
But
said.
who?
Yeah, but who
give
is
us a little
Dad?
more. Gunther.
Gunther?
Oh, no. Monica's and their dad.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, the actual. Oh, all right. I see what you
Oh,
mean.
Chandler's
Jason is
Ross.
Ross.
dad.
I don't
A
know
coffee
that
shop. That's
100%.
who Kevin knows.
Yeah,
All right. So you think Jason's Ross?
I know it.
Okay.
Well, yes.
And the spray tan thing?
Well, who's
Yeah.
Kevin?
I've never
Teeth
done
whitening
either
thing,
of those.
but you
None of that.
you
Is
speak
Kevin
like
Paul
it.
Rudd?
He might be Paul Rudd.
Because you're Phoebe.
Yeah, Caitlin's Phoebe. Oh.
Dad, then
Dad,
you're with
that's weird.
Michelle. I got news for you.
So I'm Monica.
Okay, I guess
Right?
we've established
No,
that.
but we've said that before.
Right,
and
right,
even
right.
because of our
Right,
we
our
were talking about
relationship.
dancing
We would
episode.
do a dance off. That's
What?
true.
Oh,
So-
you have done a dance off, not between the two of you.
So
at least,
who's
but-
Chris? No. Shush.
What?
Who's Chris?
Sorry. Our father
what
just
a
canceled
podcast
this portion of the
Think about-
podcast. He thinks
I
we're
don't know,
dwelling too
because
much on it.
I see Chris and Joey as both Chandler and Joey.
Yeah,
Okay.
aspects
It
of both.
depends.
Wow.
Joey, I think the food thing.
Joseph
is
does like sandwiches.
Oh no, Voldemort.
Or
you
Jandler.
will not be named.
Oh, right. We can't name our brother.
Oh.
Sorry.
You're
We're,
so
we're
bad.
Chandler.
You said Joey's
No, I
name.
meant the character.
All right. It seems like
Oh.
you're getting angry on the podcast.
No,
And that's
I'm
what,
not
what we
being
don't
hurt as
want.
usual.
She's
So
not being
Dad, so Chris and
Oh, that's
and our
interesting.
other
Do you feel
brother
like you're
are-
not hurt
I
as
know
the
it.
youngest?
I know I'm not hurt. I'm
All right.
talked over
Wait,
consistently.
Mom wants to give
Wait,
her
my
answer.
mother. Now back
So
to my
that-
mother.
That was my answer.
I like
Thank
your
you,
answer.
Joanne.
Thank you.
We have to move on.
Got it. Queens.
Oh, God.
Okay. I would say that I think Blue Bloods.
Oh.
Because
Because
they're
I
nice
think you are a
Catholic
very
family.
traditional Catholic
Irish.
family, and we do
not.
Sunday dinner every week.
Yep.
And I'm a
And we're all
high-powered
cops.
DA.
You wish.
We're all cops.
Jason's a detective.
I do some detecting in my my office.
He's a big fan of Batman.
He did like
love
the Great
Batman.
Mouse Detective.
No,
Oh.
I never did that.
What about Chris? What do you think?
What family we are?
Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Now, this is a story
Wow.
all about
Ashley, what do you think we're like?
Parenthood.
Parenthood. See, I think we're.
Or The Simpsons.
That is like total opposite of what I was thinking. But I mean, Parenthood doesn't. They don't have like, there aren't 7 of them.
Jay, her mouth isn't in her nose.
But I would say the dynamic is similar.
I could see that. I think we're aside from our father dying and having a premarital affair and committing fraud against his own company that he owns. Brothers and sisters is kind of like us too. I think the dynamic
Brothers and sisters.
Between the brothers and the sisters and stuff like that, I think their connection and their friendship is very similar.
Is that a show, Brothers and Sisters?
It is.
Yeah,
From when?
It was on a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sally Field was the mother.
Did Sarah take the baby?
Yeah, she left.
I can't think of one. Remember that show in the 90s, Just the 10 of Us?
Yeah.
Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven.
I didn't trust
Their
that
dad
show.
was too wholesome. Our
That's
dad's
the
not
only
like
show
that.
I know with a lot of people.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, that's a good question, though.
That is a really good question.
You're welcome.
Now, do we want to go talk back to Caitlin about her feeling not heard as the youngest?
Yeah, Caitlin. Why don't
'Cause
you
now
feel
that
heard?
makes me sad.
Because people stop listening to me when I speak, or I'm talked over.
But Jay, do you want to talk about how
I
she used to
I
tell
actually
sex
will.
workers?
I'm gonna actually take this.
Can I put out a disclaimer
sweetie.
before you
Go ahead,
continue?
sweetie.
Go ahead.
This happened maybe 3 times, and I was approximately 7 to 8 years old.
All
Bring
right,
in
this
Joey,
happened
Okay.
more than that many times. It happened for about
I
till you were about 14. Caitlin had a way of
That was
telling
14 years
stories.
ago.
Yeah, give me some.
Her stories were very long, and her dreams were very long.
That's why I
She
don't
just
dream
would
anymore.
have this way of telling stories.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. Okay, Michelle, take it easy.
Shocker, Michelle cried.
She just had a way of telling stories that took a very long time.
I was a child.
Well, this was about 2 years ago.
This
so
I
story
thought I was
seemed-
14.
It seems like you're having one of these stories.
Yeah.
Come on, we
All
only
right,
got an hour.
All right, do we really want to bring up how many remember her
Tories?
stories about Target?
No, but just
What?
what your example.
Remember Target stories? They took forever.
That's all.
That was
that's
only a
all
few
I
years
did was
ago.
Target.
All right, well, none of us did it.
Then why ask?
It was
Give
just
a
a long
Give an
story.
example.
Don't ask
Target
me
was my
No, I
life.
mean,
Or an insult for everyone.
You didn't even live there.
oh, justice
You
for
just
girls,
wanted
yeah.
to say justice.
He didn't live with us? Oh, I guess you were married.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, she could get long-winded.
Yeah,
I think, but she
she's
was
gotten a lot
little
better
then,
with her
but now
storytelling.
She still doesn't feel like she's being listened to.
Do you have an example? Is there
Give
an example?
Like right now, we're listening to you, so talk.
Oh, she doesn't know
I
what
don't have
to
a
do.
specific
Use
one.
your platform. Go.
Yeah.
This isn't a platform.
There's a tendency when she's talking
Mom,
for people to just start conversations
Yeah.
over her.
And it's almost always
that
Jason.
Happens a lot.
Oh my God,
Jason. and- was it
Jason.
Michael?
Do you feel like I overtalk you a
No,
lot?
Michael was just rude.
Oh, yeah, he was a jerk. Sorry,
I used to
Mom.
call him the
Do I
devil.
interrupt you? I think I apologize when I interrupt you.
Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
Just don't interrupt.
You just
What
gotta
did you
be
say?
quicker.
He does
Yeah.
talk like
Yeah,
that.
you're
You're right. Oh my God.
Very
We talked
kind
about
of-
this a
Captured
couple
You're
it.
an
episodes.
asshole.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
Captured it.
She's not kidding. A couple weeks ago, we talked about this.
So how do you feel about that?
Condescending. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. You just need to talk a little quicker, okay, hon?
What am I, Richard Simmons? What is that?
Sometimes,
We're
yeah.
wearing those real short shorts. Fun fact, I used to be called Richard Simmons as a child. Not for the shorts, but for the hair.
That is
Well.
a fun fact.
And Greg Brady.
And Greg
Yeah.
Brady. She had short hair. My mother made a mistake.
Well, her hair
It was really short.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh, Howie Mandel.
Why did you cut
before
it
he
that
was
short?
bald. Who knew?
No, she had some really crazy, curly, but kind of kinky hair. It was hard to
Ooh.
tame.
Kinky.
But now it's very luxurious. She's done a wonderful job with her hair.
Okay. Thank you, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm your
Dad.
daughter.
She's
Dad.
done a wonderful job.
Good job, Dad.
Well, Kate, I think
Thanks for
Jason
reminding
should
him,
try to
Kate.
listen to make sure he doesn't interrupt you.
I really feel like the times I do interrupt you, I check myself and I apologize. I really feel like I do that
Next
more
time,
so than
check
everyone
yourself
else.
before you interrupt her.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
All right. Well, I guess we all agree to
But
disagree.
I think it's just A lot of times, just too many people talking at one time, and I give up.
Do we want to
It's
go
happening-
around?
Literally, it's happening right now.
You do tend to
I'm
be the
talking
quiet-
and no
you
one's
do tend
listening.
to opposite.
I'm talking and no one's listening.
You do tend
Wait,
to be
I'm
the
looking.
quiet
I'm making
one.
eye contact with
No,
you.
Katie
I'm
does tend to
literally
be
listening to
quieter.
you.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
Do we want to go around and share grievances about
Uh-oh,
Jason?
Kevin's got the
Why
mic.
are we sharing our?
Excuse me, Jason. Excuse me, I'm
Yes.
speaking.
Yes, go.
As an outsider's perspective, Caitlyn is extremely overlooked. She's probably the smartest, best looking, and
can
flyest
mute
one in
him.
the family,
I
besides her
think
father.
you mean Joanne.
Well, you are marrying her in 41 days.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
Okay.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I think when I look when I look around the room, I see that a bunch of us shop at Fashion Bug and Old Navy, and Caitlyn shops at Juicy Couture.
Juicy, juicy, juicy couture.
So one of us shops at Talbot, and the other one gets their fashion advice from a designer. So
I
yeah,
apologize in
this,
advance,
In this
everyone.
circumstance,
Who's Talbot?
Caitlyn is far superior in the family.
Thank
and
you.
extremely
Kevin, yes.
overlooked.
Wait, I have
Thank
a
you,
question.
Kevin.
Wait,
Thank
a
you,
question for
Kevin.
you. What is the highest tier of animal that you think Caitlyn could best in a fist fight?
Okay.
Like a legitimate
well,
fist fight?
First,
Wow.
let me hold on. First, let me ask you, Chris, who would win in a fight, a grizzly bear or a silverback gorilla?
A grizzly bear.
Okay, I think Caitlyn could take on a carpfish.
I
I second that. I
Give it to
second
Dad.
that.
Give it to Dad. Because you seem surprised by my answer about the
Getting
grizzly bear
wrapped up in
silverback.
Hey, side note, is that key lime?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Hold on.
No, this is key lime.
Hold on. We're talking about this animal fight.
Just love it.
What are your thoughts? Grizzly bear and a silverback.
I think a silverback.
Why do you say that?
I mean, I once sat next to a silverback.
Okay. But
Okay.
here's my rebuttal, right? What's a silverback going to do to a grizzly bear? Punch it. What's a bear going to do?
Cut 'em.
It's got claws and teeth.
Have you ever seen
Yeah.
a gorilla's teeth?
Yeah.
Nah.
Well, but
Give it a bear hug. And that's it.
but bears are strong and fast, man.
Gorilla's gonna give a bear hug. That's not possible.
Big wait.
A bear's big.
I don't know.
pretty
I
bare.
think if I was betting, I bet the silver.
I'm
Listen,
just-
I don't want this to happen anymore.
No, I think a bear just has more tools to inflict like
Who shops
damage.
at Talbot's? Ashley? No.
Into this conversation.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm
Do you
going to
shop at
quote a
Juicy
famous
Couture?
philosopher.
Okay.
Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
I want to punch
All right?
someone in the
And
All
face.
right.
The gorilla's going to punch that bear in the face. And that bear's
What
gonna
if the
say,
bear bites
"What
him
the
in the
fuck?
face?
What?
What if
No,
the bear
we
bites him?
curse on this
Where's
podcast.
the picnic basket?
We-
Yeah.
With that bear.
No, it's not Yogi Bear in the fight.
Yogi Bear got kicked in the head by Magilla Gorilla.
That's a
He's a
made up.
gorilla,
Okay.
but not silverback.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Dad.
You're welcome.
Once
That
again,
took a
words of
weird
wisdom
turn.
from Mike.
Yeah, that was a good one.
All right.
So
Yeah.
Caitlyn, carpfish. Yeah,
Okay.
could do better.
Well, Caitlin, I know that you must feel overlooked.
been off the
I guess
No, it hasn't.
my only advice to you,
It's speak
you know,
up. Yeah, I know.
no, just do better.
Yeah,
See, that's what I mean. No,
I'm
be you,
kidding.
and I love you.
I'm
it's
kidding.
fine.
You be you,
Mom used to
sweetie.
forget me outside, so it's okay.
Well, Mom sent me on the wrong school bus home once.
forget me.
Mom sent me on the wrong school bus home.
She
So
never fed me lunch.
We all have
Yeah, I
our
never had
horror
lunch during the
stories. You know what?
summertime.
My horror stories will totally beat
She
yours
always
I
into
once
the
left
ground.
school
With
without
me.
Christopher.
To get
Well-
during the summer to get lunch, we'd have to get a whole bunch of kids from the neighborhood and go answer trivia at the bagel place to win a bagel.
Yeah. Well,
With
mom,
a bagel.
mom dressed me up as a friggin' animated puppet, and I got sick from all the stuff that she put on
Who's
me.
the
So-
animated puppet?
well, Pinocchio.
All
You
that
got-
lead.
you got
That
the
one Halloween.
stick. You got sick from all this.
I don't
stuff she
believe
put
that.
On you?
no,
Mother
you.
made you sit in some pervy guy's lap on the school bus.
No, she did not. You did. That was you. Thank you, Dad.
Okay. Well,
But
this
that's
is weird.
that's gonna that's a later episode. We're gonna use that for.
I think
later.
we should turn to Michelle.
Yes.
What do
Let's
you-
all talk about what problems we have with Michelle.
I'll go first. Her face.
Oh, sweetie, that's not true.
How short she is.
No, I trust you. I don't trust how short you are, but I do trust your face.
Wait, you don't trust how short I.
Well,
My
What
upper
just
lip. You said my upper lip.
That's all he said was your upper lip, and
He
then
doesn't trust my
Yo.
upper lip.
oh, were you
Wait.
checking it was still there?
I like how short Michelle is because I like to watch her run.
Yeah.
How often does she run?
Not often.
Let me just
but-
say, when Michelle gets up enough speed, I've actually seen her go up walls. Like when she took a turn, Grandma's house, you
I
took
know.
that turn, you went
The
up,
Kool-Aid
and
man.
came back
She's like the
down.
Kool-Aid man, yeah.
I'm like, I'm not that short though. I'm 5'1" and a half.
Yeah.
Minus a half, though.
That's pretty
Minus
short.
2
That's pretty
inches.
short.
No.
That's
So
below
she's
average.
About 4 inches away from being in a booster seat.
We looked it up. It's below average.
Yeah, it is in America.
I would like to see you in a booster seat.
No. Yeah. So I'm
You have to
5'1".
grab the mic, or we can't hear you.
Yeah, Ma, you got to
5'1".
talk in the mic, Ma.
She was
But
talking
then,
about how my
then it's
grandma
almost we're listening to
Annabelle
a ghost. No one can hear us.
was
Mom
4'11".
said she would have been in a booster seat. Grandma should have been in a booster seat.
Now she's from like Massachusetts. You sounded like you're.
We
from
listened to you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Boston. All right.
See, I just say weird things. And then
Yeah, we all
You
say
don't
weird
trust
things.
my height. I trusted. I trust that.
Oh, sweetie, it's just how we feel about you, not how you feel.
Oh, okay. Not me. I'd be on the ground like in fetal
quick-
position.
Quick talk. So we're just gonna quick segue. Ashley, how you doing?
Why do you keep making it about you?
I'm doing great.
Is Ashley me?
An
Well-
offshoot of you?
Part of your thing.
Okay, fine. Let's talk
Persona.
more about you, Shell. So,
Persona.
what's going on with you? When
Why are
you
you
get
getting
married?
mad? Why are you getting angry?
I'm not getting angry.
I can tell by your eyes.
Yeah, your
You
face
got
looks
angry eyes.
angry.
I'm not angry.
You got
Do
a
that thing where
furrowed
you're trying to
brow.
deflect right now.
I'm not deflecting.
Look how gray you're
literally
getting.
Okay, what am I supposed to do? I'm not supposed to talk about myself, but then when I ask,
You lick
licking
your
her
lips.
She's licking her lips.
Ah, something look
play-by-play.
tasty, big boy.
I
Don't
won't say anything.
don't lick it. Don't.
You are muted for 3 seconds.
You can't decide. This
I
is
like,
my
I
podcast.
like that idea when someone says something stupid. You
I muted
punish
him.
them.
I muted him. He's
I'm
back.
muting them. Well, let's talk. How was your week?
Not a very good week.
I thought we
Okay.
did this.
You got
that
sick.
Was pretend.
You were
Oh.
sick
No, I wasn't sick. I was tired.
because your baby.
No, because I had the vaccine.
Oh yes.
So you were sick.
Tingles
I wasn't sick.
What do you mean?
I felt weird.
That's called being sick.
No, I don't think I was sick.
But 6
Depressed.
of us have gotten the second
felt
vaccine
tingly.
now.
You were depressed.
No, I
Well,
wasn't
at this
depressed.
table, 6 this
You were
week.
horny?
And 7.
I was not
overall.
horny.
8 overall.
Yeah, that's what makes it work.
Confused.
Yes, we're almost a fully vaccinated family. We've got one straggler, Christopher.
Me.
But
No, he's not.
He's a
Caitlin's
baby.
Mom, you can't forget Caitlin.
Oh, he's a vaccine baby.
I'm the vaccine baby.
To mom, you are.
I have no purpose.
Oh,
Wait, mom, say it for the mic.
He has no purpose. That's why he's going
damn,
fast.
that hurts.
Oh no,
She
I don't
hates
think
that.
that's
Now,
true.
Chris,
It means you're useless to us.
It's okay. There's like 2-3 more years before I get her in a home, so I don't care.
You got a few people before you get power of attorney from mom.
But we spoke
Oh,
about
no.
Caitlin,
She's
Chris.
going.
But how did you ever feel being at the younger end of a family?
No.
6?
No.
Did you ever feel overlooked?
No. Not once.
What did you feel? How did you like it? Did you? All right, we're getting hard hitting questions.
did I
Stop
f-
talking behind me.
How did I feel?
I wanted to know. He said he never felt overlooked as being the 5th out of 6. So I was asking how he felt. Did he
the
like
youngest boy.
having the bigger family?
Yeah, I always felt like I was the most important one.
Michelle made him feel that way, probably. She
I
boosted
mean,
his
from a
ego
young
so
age,
hard.
I was
You don't think I
referred
boosted
to
your ego?
as the chief of command. You know,
I mean, girls.
Mom always told me I was her favorite from an early age.
I think I was the
Um,
queen of
And you know
command,
what?
just for the record.
In a complete difference, she actually told me I wasn't her favorite.
Right.
So complete
Right.
opposites. Complete opposites.
Yeah, not little knuckle.
She actually told me one time I was actually given to her
Why
by
are we talking
gypsies.
about Jason again?
Wait, Chris,
True story.
So you always felt like people.
Yeah, no,
Like
I never felt left out.
didn't think
I
people
just
hated
put myself in there. Any situation. I was just in it. I just put my whether
put
I was
myself in
they
there.
wanted
Yeah.
me there or
He
not.
was always in it.
I was
He's
there.
Like, every
He
memory,
was.
Chris was in it.
He was in it. Every memory.
Yeah.
I just mind my own business.
I didn't mind being the center of attention, and
Oh, he was cute. So was Katie.
you know,
Mm-mm.
I'd
They're
go
both
for
cute.
it. And people loved me being the center of attention. So it still happens today. Look it. You're all staring at me, completely
I was
silent.
just staring at the pie.
Yeah. No, that's great.
I'd rather do the exact opposite of that.
You don't like to be the center of attention.
But you know what's funny
observed
is
Tell me.
You do.
Just people have said we're alike.
Me and you?
I think
Yeah.
that's false.
Who is? I'm curious.
more
I've
like
heard that
Michael.
before.
You're
No,
more
no,
like
no.
Michael.
Mom has said it before.
That me and him.
You two are similar, and Joe and Michael.
Oh.
Well, then
Michelle and I don't count.
how did?
But I think Chris
I'm
and
getting
Michael look visually similar, but me and
we
Joe
have
definitely
glasses
look
and we're
similar.
both white.
I think me and Joe look similar, and Chris and Michael
But how
look
do you
similar.
explain the
Look
fact
similar.
that when? You
But
must
maybe
be right.
personality-wise, because Joe and Mike are very boring.
But why do everything when Jason does something?
Yeah.
Mom,
Cliff
why when
and
Jason
Ike.
does something, does it bother me?
That's what I was gonna
But
say.
if Chris does something, I think he's
Because
the
you
cat's
have a different
meow.
relationship.
Sibling rivalry with
Yeah.
What are you dumb? Come on.
Which is so funny to me. I mean,
came in and took your birthday.
did you actually ever feel like in competition with me?
No, you just bothered me.
Why?
Because I thought you were like you were doing too much all the time.
Like taking away attention from you.
No,
Too much 100% of the time.
I don't think manipulating.
Sarah has something to
See,
say.
because it's so funny because when Joey was born,
Yeah.
I was 6 when Joseph was born.
Yeah.
Me and Joseph, I think me and Joe have gotten into 2 or 3 fights in like our entire, I don't know what he
Yeah.
says behind my back, but at least in
Nothing
front of
good.
me, nothing good. At least in front of me I've never felt like
Threatened.
any sibling
Yeah,
rivalry
but
with Joseph.
6 years is a lot of years.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm asking you. Did you feel like when I was born, did you actually feel that sibling rivalry?
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if it was sibling rivalry. I just, when you're the youngest, and then you have a next younger one, I feel like you're no longer like the center of attention, maybe because you're a baby. So that might be.
So you
I
actually
think
felt like I took
I
attention
think
away
at
from
2,
you.
I didn't feel it, but I think it just naturally happens, and you always are like on edge a little bit.
Okay. I can dig it.
Sarah wants to say
Sarah has a
something.
question.
So actually,
By the way, Sarah,
I'm not
you've
jealous
been
of Jason.
brilliant.
Hold it a little
podcast.
closer.
Go ahead.
thank you, Jason.
You're welcome, Sarah. Sarah.
I
Sarah.
actually think that Chris and Michelle are a lot alike. You and Caitlin are a lot alike, and Joe and Mike. And if you think about it, really, it's 3, and then the second
Wait, so
group
you
of
said
3s.
Jason and Caitlin are alike?
Yes, but Jason.
Caitlin's insulted.
Jason and Caitlin are both the youngest of their 3 pod
Okay,
group.
all right.
Joe and Mike are both the oldest, and then you have these 2 in the middle. So
The best.
Well, no, I put these 3 together.
What?
Oh,
I would 100% put Michelle, Chris, and Jason, the attention seekers, together.
What?
And then I would probably put Mike Sr., Caitlin, and Joe together.
Junior.
Yeah.
What?
Mike. Not Michael.
You were
I'm
not one of those.
flabbergasted. I can't believe.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't. But they're the logical ones, the ones that make the most sense, and the ones that don't get emotionally flustered when things
Oh
happen.
my god, I'm about to.
I also feel like Michelle is overly planned,
I
and
think-
Chris doesn't plan anything.
Okay.
like more like
I literally do financial planning
I
as
know.
a
I know you do.
Chris
Yeah, you
and
do.
Michelle
By the
are
way,
always-
I'm impressed by everything you do.
Chris and Michelle are always the ones that they will come to
The life of the
everything.
party.
And then
Yeah.
they're always.
Chris didn't come to my birthday 2 years ago.
Okay, all right.
All right, we're.
Did I not?
apologize about that. That
Your
might have been
birthday?
me. But yeah, those 2 will always make sure that they're there, even for like the littlest things. And then,
This is gonna get weird. They're gonna fight soon.
Joe-
Yeah.
Not me.
and Mike are both the ones that went away.
Hmm.
Oh.
Interesting.
These are the 2 that I don't think they're like. It was hard for them to like leave. You guys. And then
My
you guys just, I think, have the same sense of humor, and you both crack me up.
I think
Our oldest.
We don't know him.
But you and Mike. Okay,
He's right. He's right.
No. I get it. I get what you're saying.
I feel like you and Joe can be similar.
So
wow, I heard this.
we're all
This
just
is
alike.
great.
In
We're
our
all just alike.
me and Joseph privately, we have
But
very
Jack-
similar Yeah, I see.
I'm
what you're
not
saying.
saying like I think you're I think you're emotional, and
I am emotional.
I don't think that of Joe.
No, Joe
He's
lost
not.
his emotions at about 15.
Joe
But
cried them all out.
I maybe see it in the parenting, I guess.
Like me and Joe are similar parents.
I don't know. I mean, I can't. I'm not seeing Joe be a parent on a day-to-day
Now,
basis, but I'm just
go ahead.
saying in your
We're saying he's
practicality
being
of
a lot.
parenting.
In a side note, separately, like I say privately, but privately, me and Joseph on our own have had conversations and stuff like that. So that might be what she's pulling from. We seem to have the same values, the same ideals when we're talking.
We don't
on the
have
phone.
those
Yeah.
values.
No,
But
that's not what I'm saying.
then I can see you and Caitlin being similar,
Right, of course. Well,
and Michelle and Christopher.
I
Right,
plan stuff all the time.
No, we know you do. We know you do.
Mom,
What do we do on what?
What do we do?
What do I think? What? The similarities?
Yes, there's been some things that said that I'm here.
yeah. Who's your favorite?
Well, I mean, Joe and Michael for years were like joined at the hip. I mean,
They had an issue. They had a
I mean,
problem.
Michael couldn't take 2 steps without Joe being right there. I mean,
Joe was the growth company.
you know, because of the age difference and whatever.
I don't remember
Joe
that.
idolized Michael. Yes, Joe idolized Michael.
Wait, hold on. Hold the mic closer. Are you unplugging the mic by doing that? Hold it closer.
Here's a question.
You're fine.
Do you
Just don't wrap it
all
up like
think
that.
people, your significant others, are like have similarities to a sibling?
No.
I think that
Personality traits, obviously.
I think Kevin and Chris are similar.
Does he plan? Does he plan
He
stuff?
does plan stuff.
What did you just say?
No, his hair was kind of.
I think, and maybe I'm wrong. I think you and Mackie are kind of similar.
she's not your sibling.
Oh my.
You're not believing this.
Sorry, everyone.
You want to marry Mackie?
Sorry, everyone. What?
You just admitted you want to marry Mackie?
No, that's not what I admitted. That's not what I
You
admitted.
get so nervous.
Because you're making it
We're
weird.
blushing.
It's a weird question, but I feel like
Yeah. So you're saying we're marrying ourselves?
no. I'm
No.
just saying sometimes.
Mom and Kevin. Okay, why? You don't have a microphone. Dad
By
just
the way,
keeps leaning
our
in.
father
Yeah,
just
that's
leaned, but
it's
there was
just
no mic.
madness.
I think
Just
that
it's
mom
just
and
madness.
Kevin are very similar at times, but here's dad.
But
Yeah,
why?
what I think Ashley was
That
saying
means
is, you know
she's
how they
marrying
always
her
say
mother.
how girls look for somebody similar to their father,
Huh.
and boys look for somebody similar to their mother. And
Yeah, I
so
always
in
wanted
some
to marry
states,
my
they
sister.
do marry their mother, but
What?
but I think that's the point. You
Yeah.
you gravitate towards something familiar to you.
I
Right.
don't know that
right.
that's true.
Oh, the
Oh, like
baby.
mom. Well, okay,
That's
so
my.
Kevin's
I don't know if you
My,
heard that.
you're
That's
right.
My
baby.
wife reminded me of my brother Steve,
Oh,
and that's why I married.
there you go.
What did it the most?
I will say this. That's my child, everyone.
Oh, he's loud.
I will say
He's
this.
loud.
There he is. I will say this. Ashley, I think one of the things I like most about Ashley is that she
Looks like Mac.
holds me accountable like your family. Because whether you're right or wrong or whatever, one of the good things about your family is they're going to be honest to you. They're going to be like they're going to say, listen, you look like a rock. Don't wear that shirt.
Caitlin said that, yeah.
And
Yeah.
the thing I like most
Was it
about
Joanne?
Ashley, I don't think I've ever argued with a woman more than I've argued with Ashley, but it's because she will say, you're being an asshole. Like, stop being an asshole. And that's
you like?
important in a
When I called him an
relationship.
asshole, he'd get mad at me.
Yes, but through that
Joking.
anger and stuff, you privately
A
go
phoenix.
to yourself and say, that was a spoon. Privately, you go to yourself and say, you know what? I am being an asshole, so that's okay.
Couples
Sarah-
who don't fight don't care.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Sarah just asked me who she reminds me of, and I would have to say my Aunt Nan.
She was a nun.
She was a nun.
Sarah.
Huh?
Oh, Sarah.
No,
My
just
mother's
kidding.
drunk, everyone. My
The
mother's
real
drunk.
answer is my Aunt Bina.
Ashley, she just is saying names.
It's
now.
Bina. It's Bina.
Aunt Bea.
Yeah.
All right, Mom, but you did
And
you finish
Camilla.
your thought? Who was like who?
It's,
By the way,
we're
I'm-
just at an hour.
Hold
right
on,
now.
Mom's.
I'm completely. I understand if after this particular episode, no one ever listens to us again.
But Mom
Go ahead,
didn't
Mom.
finish her thought before.
Go, Mom.
Yeah, go ahead, Mom. What were you talking about?
We were talking about the similarities between you
Yes,
and
yes,
whatever.
yes, yes.
And quite honestly, I think you're all very distinctly individual, because you all have very distinct and individual strengths and weaknesses.
Should we
Didn't-
hear them?
The other night you called me your most intelligent and calmest.
Intelligence.
I think
You've
you
been messing
called
up
yourself
words.
that.
You've been messing up words this
Um,
podcast, bro.
I'm
But
messing
yeah,
up
but
my
they're,
face.
they're, I mean, the family is definitely split between those who are
We also
very
wanna take
logical
Flintstone
and those
vegetables,
who are
so.
more emotional.
Can
but
you
I do
assign
have
us?
to
Assign
say,
us.
Wait. Let her talk.
Who's
I'm
who?
gonna sign us.
Who's who?
Well,
Let her talk. Let her talk. Let her
Michael,
talk.
Michael, Joseph, and Caitlin are extremely logical.
But they have no emotion.
You know, to
I'm
the
logical
to the
with
point where
emotion.
like you couldn't even have an argument with Michael because
Let her talk.
it was just like, you know, the attorney would immediately come out and you lost. Whereas Jason and Michelle are more emotional and more of the creative juices.
Right.
And oddly enough, Christopher goes back and forth between both. He
what
has
a
the
well-balanced-
creativity of and the emotions of Michelle and Jason, but he also has the logic of Michael.
But are you saying I'm not logical?
I'm like Luke. I'm
No,
balanced.
Luke, what does that mean?
You deal from
Skywalker.
emotion, and that there's nothing wrong
And
with
logic.
that. No. You know, and then that's all I was going to say.
I don't think Mom
Thank
should
you.
ever be on the podcast
I
again.
think that's a valid
She
point.
just said you were not logical at all.
No, what I
I'd
think
agree
she's
with that.
saying is that, and correct me if I'm wrong. I think what you're saying is that we're that's who we are. We're emotional people. So it's not a bad thing. It just takes more work to control that emotion because sometimes you feel things and you don't know why you're feeling them. You're just feeling them. It's like an empathic sort of situation. You know, you feel for other people, which can make you susceptible to people using you or taking advantage of you, which a lot of your
Caitlin.
younger siblings have done.
And I don't mean to say
kidding.
that you're illogical.
Caitlin,
You're
just
not.
says
It doesn't make you
use-
illogical. It
You're
just makes you
logical
emotional.
people. It's just that your emotional side is stronger. And just like,
No, yeah.
you know, Michael and Joe.
Well, I just want to
and
say, just 2
Caitlin
minutes
have
ago,
emotion.
but just 2 minutes ago, you said I wasn't logical. That was
I was
recorded.
teasing you.
FYI.
I was teasing
Well,
you.
but
2 years
You're
ago,
also
you
not
told me I
Michelle.
wasn't funny.
You're also
But
not
Michelle-
funny, and you can't sing.
look at it.
I can't.
They can't hear you.
You
They
need the
can't
mic.
hear
You
you.
need the mic.
I'm not over it. I'm
But when
no,
you're
wait, hold on,
emotionless,
no
you
one- no one
don't
heard
get
what I said.
emotional about it.
No one heard what I said. I think this is how this is proof of what Mom is saying because you two are trying to defend it and go.
I'm
on
not
and on.
defending it.
No, no.
I'm agreeing with her.
Caitlin,
No, I
valid
agree.
point.
Just
Valid
No, no,
point.
I agree. I'm more emotional, but I think
I also
everyone,
don't care about a lot of things.
I think everyone's like maybe 60-40.
I
Like I
would
think
be-
you're more logical, but you have you have
Okay.
emotions.
So who's the best looking one?
Me.
I mean,
Christopher's
I
like
was the
be
model,
50-50.
so I'm just saying,
it's
like
in the
legit
statute of
model.
limitations
You
on
could
that
get
is
paid
done.
for
Michael's
anything
very
these
Well,
days.
emotional.
just saying, that's a true story. Google me.
Okay.
Google my name.
Don't Google them.
I legitly was a model.
I have a question.
Actually, I was just hired for a new
This is
job.
a question. This
That's
is a
besides the
question for
point.
Mom and Dad. Hello.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
Jason,
Yep.
stop talking. It's
Hello.
Caitlin.
It is
talking.
Caitlin.
Caitlin's talking.
You're the only one talking.
Mom and Dad, who of your children would you say are most like one or both of you? Did that make sense? That question?
Which children take after you the most?
Yeah.
Why don't you say who you think is most like me, and then I'll say who I think is most like you.
Oh, I like this.
It's really funny when you hold the mic in between both of you. We can't hear either one.
Yep.
Joseph is most like Mike, my husband, and Jason is most like me.
Okay, actually, that's not what I meant.
So our parents are
So you-
Joseph and me.
Jason and Joe are meant to be
I
together.
actually would agree.
Oh my god.
I think Michael is most like me too.
Yeah. Well, if Joseph and Michael are similar, that would be. That
But
would
what
be.
about Katie? Katie does some questionable.
Katie's more like Dad.
You too.
Yeah, Katie is most like me.
Like not personable, not questionable. No, not questionable, but like you do some things that
But
remind
that's
me of Dad.
because you're the more logical.
I am the
Of
more
us.
logical, but I am
Yeah.
getting a little more emotional as I get older.
You say Mom's the emotional one? Watch out.
I will say this: that I found that there is a
Okay.
when Mom said that we're more emotional than logical, you immediately took that as an insult, and I don't.
No. I didn't take it as an insult, but then she said I wasn't
well,
logical at
it-
all.
it would be
Like,
nice-
I wanted it to walk.
It would be nice
I
to.
didn't- I
It would
didn't
be
mean that.
nice to complete the thought that I was going to say.
Oh,
what I was
God,
going to
go
say
ahead.
is that
Mm.
it takes an enormous amount of strength to be emotional
Oh, yeah.
because it makes you vulnerable. And
Right.
a lot of people can't be vulnerable. They can't let their guard down. They can't let the walls down and to show how they really
walls.
feel about something.
It's all made up.
Well,
No, I know what you mean.
and I'm sorry, my wife is staring at
All
me.
right, but Mom, but you,
Um,
Caitlin, you think is more like Dad? Caitlin's more like Dad.
It's more like that.
No,
Hold on.
no,
Caitlin's more
don't
like
end
Dad.
it with a bang.
Oh my
Jason's
God.
like you. Who do you think
No.
Chris is like?
Dad, we're allowed to curse.
Well,
we're
I was
adults.
adopted.
Who is Chris
I,
like?
I would say
I was
like
adopted.
Christopher is always the mix. He's like the mutt.
The mix.
And
He's a
I
mutt.
don't mean the mutt
Chris
in
is
a
a little
negative
bitch.
way. I just mean he's like a 50-50 combo.
I'm like Thanos.
Don't you think?
No one knows what that means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gone.
Me.
Okay, well,
Wait,
we're at the
no.
hour mark.
He didn't say me. Hold on.
Oh God.
No.
I just wanted to say to end what I.
Put the mic towards your face.
Oh, okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
What am I saying?
Put the mic towards your face. It's think of
Ooh,
it
Michelle?
like a
I
laser
think
beam.
she's more like me.
Wow. Okay. And what do you think? Okay.
Although you have my creativity.
Definitely.
Ah.
She's more creative than
That's not creative.
No, Dad doesn't do anything.
Hold on.
So me
Dad,
and you- so me and
wait
Caitlin
a
are
second.
the
Wait a
same?
second. I have to put this in. We usually do a dad quote. I think this is better. I came over the other day and Dad pitched to me a show he wants to do, and it was
this is good,
the
Dad.
craziest thing
What was
I've
the
ever
show?
heard in
What
my
was the
life.
show?
And it was a show of people talking using farts.
No.
No, butts.
What are you,
butts,
12?
yes.
No,
No.
no.
But
Butts?
yeah,
No, it was a political thing, and I don't know if you want to get into it.
No, we don't want to get into
There
it.
were
it was a
asses
it
involved.
was a show sharing butts sharing political views
Using
but-
mannequins.
using mannequins, but then also making farting noises as they were sharing their opinions.
Because they wouldn't be able to answer the question, it would result in just a different
just
fart sound.
farts.
But the funniest thing is, apparently, he thought of this on his own in the morning and was making farting noises
And
laughing.
laughing so hard. He was
Wow.
dying laughing, telling me this.
He's
thinking
dying
it was
laughing right now,
genius,
folks.
Thinking it was genius.
Well, I think that's a good way to end
Yeah.
this episode.
It was the clearest look into insanity I've ever seen in my life.
I
That
think.
he just reminded.
a great
he's
name,
gonna
Punches
open.
Pilates.
He's gonna open a Pilates
right.
place called Punches
Well, I think this is a good
Pilates.
place to. Let's put a pin in it. I think we should bring this episode to a close.
Wait, I just wanted to say that
Yep.
this Easter Sunday, my wife looks absolutely beautiful,
Oh.
and she still puts lead in my pencil.
Oh.
My God.
What the hell is wrong with him?
And on that note,
Anyway, happy Easter. Thank
we
you for
hope you
listening.
enjoyed this episode. I hope you
gonna go
enjoyed
later.
family dinner.
Give
If
us
you
comments.
like,
if you
yeah,
think
leave
we
us
should do
comments.
this
Yeah.
again,
you
or if
like
this
this-
is something we should never do again.
Yeah, or perhaps next time we invite some cousins and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
really
I
make
don't
it.
even know if you guys can hear any of us.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're
Shut-
just
is
all
yours
talking
off?
at once.
Okay. All right. Yeah, shut it off.
I'm turning this off.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Sing the outro. You want to sing the
And-
outro?
I come back.
Middle Aging
Middle-aging
Podcast.
We're out.
We'll
We're
see you
out.
guys later.
Out.
We'll let you know.
Once again, thank you guys for sticking around and listening to this whole podcast. We plan on releasing these on a weekly basis, so please come back. Be sure to follow wherever you are listening. We also have a YouTube channel, The Middle Aging Podcast, and you can follow us on Twitter at middle_aging. And in the future, there is potential for us to start live streaming these, so we will keep you in touch there. And then if for any other reason you need to contact us, you can reach us at middleaging1@gmail.com. Middleagingpodcast1@gmail.com. Once again, thank you guys, and keep on listening.